my name is Cody Avey, and I'll be interviewing my wife, Casey. During this interview, I will be demonstrating the DARN technique, the pros and cons technique, and also incorporating some key questions at the end. Hey, Casey.
Hi.
Okay, can you go ahead and tell me a little bit about what you want to change?
Yes, I'd like to eat healthier and wake up earlier.
Okay, great. Can you tell me a little bit about why you might want to make this change?
Yeah, I just think it's really important to make healthier food choices, and I would like to, just for health reasons, and I would like to get up earlier so I can be more productive throughout the day.
Okay, all right. In your opinion, moving towards these goals, what do you think is possible in making these changes?
I think it's very possible and realistic to make both of those changes.
Okay. If you decide to make this change, how would you do it? Or these changes, both of them?
Well, with eating healthier, I think it's important to plan. I think that that's something I can improve upon. I think that usually that's when you fall into grabbing something fast that maybe not as healthy for you. And I think in order to get up earlier, I need to go to sleep earlier.
Okay, all right. Can you tell me a little bit about if you can choose 3 of the most important benefits that making these changes would provide you? What would they be?
For each one?
Sure.
For eating healthier, of course, I feel like I will have more energy to do my daily tasks because I'll be fueled by more nutrition. I think that I'd reap more health benefits by eating more nutritious foods. And I think that I would just generally feel better. I wouldn't have any kind of upset stomach or side effects of, eating poorly. As far as sleeping, I think the productivity would go up if I had more time in my day, if I woke up earlier. I think I would probably have more energy as well, because sometimes sleeping in makes you feel groggy, and I think the health benefits of sleeping in, it has general health benefits of not sleeping in, yeah.
Okay, all right. So how important are these changes to you?
I think they're very important. I think I would be a lot more productive if I started off waking up earlier. I'd have more time to exercise and plan my food, and just have more productivity in the day. And then eating better, I think, is very important to me because I can tell when I don't eat well, I don't feel well.
Okay. What do you think you will do when you leave this office today, moving towards those changes? In your own mind, what do you think that you will end up doing?
I think that if I'm fixated on it, I think I can realistically try and go to bed maybe a half hour earlier than I normally have and start there and try to work my way so that way realistically I could get up earlier. I think making a grocery list and setting one day out of the week to plan my meals out would be really helpful to actually putting it into action.
Yeah, I think making small, achievable goals is a good strategy on the path to success. What are you already doing to be healthy? What are some things that you already do?
We try to eat at home for meals made at home for the majority of our meals throughout the week. Try to save eating out for the weekends and special occasions. And as far as, sleeping, we, do try to go to bed, I think, at a reasonable hour for an adult. I think there's room for improvement, but reasonable.
Okay. So can you talk to me about some of the pros of about how things are going right now in your life, in aspect of eating and your sleeping habits?
For eating, like I said, I think we eat pretty healthy for the most part. I think the downside is when we're very busy, we live a very busy lifestyle, and we tend to eat on the go a lot, and I think that's that's I guess the pro and con. I think we do try to eat at home most of the time. I feel like lunch is probably the area we could improve. But dinners I feel like are very balanced. We usually have pretty balanced meals with the protein and complex carb and vegetable. We drink a lot of water. I think that's healthy. A lot of Americans struggle with soda addictions and sugar drinks. And sleeping wise, like I said, we go to bed pretty reasonable. I feel like I usually get around 6 to 8 hours, which is pretty average for an adult, but like I said, I think there's room for improvement.
Okay, great. Talk to me a little bit about what do you like about eating whatever you want?
The convenience, and
Okay.
it's comfortable.
Okay. And what do you like about sleeping in until waking up whenever you would like, without having a regimented time?
I just think, sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, especially when your bed's nice and warm and the house is a little cold.
Okay. Okay, so what are some of the cons about how things are currently, the current habits?
Well, the cons is just the negative things I'm experiencing from it. As far as I don't feel like I'm maximizing my day when I sleep in. I feel like my productivity goes down. I have little kids, so the time that if I woke up earlier, they could be sleeping and get more done, etc. With food, I think when I eat crummy, then I feel crummy.
Okay. All right, so after talking about all of this, what do you make of all of this now? What do you make of your goals, and how do you think of your goals now?
I think that it's important to follow through with them, and just solidifies my reasoning for wanting to have those goals in the first place.
Okay. What will be the first step moving towards these goals for you?
I think I need to make a list for grocery shopping and plan out meals, including lunch, since that
Okay.
seems to be the downfall, and probably setting an alarm and actually getting up when the alarm goes off.
Great. And when do you think you will begin this change?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, great. And how do you plan to succeed? Moving past those first steps.
I think just consistency, and if I don't want to get out of bed, I have to remember the reasonings why I'm trying to get up earlier. And same thing, is difficult is it to set aside time to plan out meals. I just have to keep remembering the reasons why I need to do it and why it's important.
Okay. All right. And maybe sometimes it even helps if you can recruit somebody to hold you accountable and to remind you why you've set these goals.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you for the interview, and this
Thank you.
concludes this conversation. Thank you.